101 workout. I have it written down here. So for those of you who turn that music off so you can actually hear me. Good morning. We do have some people joining us live. That's pretty cool. Okay, so for those of you who have not met me, my name is Tish Duffy. I am an online strength coach. I have been doing this for over 30 years, and I now specialize in help women in their mid-40s to up and people who are going through perimenopause as I am. So I've become very obsessed with learning all of the things that we need to do to make sure that we're living not only a long life, but a vital life. That is important. Who wants to live till they're 100 if it's shit years? So these are all the things that we are now implementing in our life that I'm now teaching you so we can live the best life possible well into our 50s, 60s, 70s, and hopefully 80s, maybe even 90s. Okay, so I'm going to put you through a quick warm up just because I'm not warm yet, and I think it's important to put you all through a warm up. If you are warm, great. If you'd like to just walk on your treadmill and watch this, no problem. I tend to put myself through something like this, and it is very specific to make sure that my body is ready for this type of workout. So just make sure that you're always warm before you start something. So I'm going to just take a couple minutes here to get some stuff going. In terms of upper body, lower body, we are going to be doing a pull day. So if you do want to do this workout with us, you need some bands. If you have a gym setup, you're more than welcome to use it. But the nice thing about my style of training is you don't need a ton of equipment, okay? So you do need some bands. I would recommend you always get a suspension trainer. So we're not going to be using too much here. A couple sets of dumbbells. Depending on how strong you are, we are going to do some deadlifts today. I'm going to teach you proper form. So if you're really into lifting heavy and you feel great, it's Saturday morning, get your barbell ready for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to use an easy set of dumbbells to make sure that most of us know that doing things with dumbbells is still going to be very effective. We just need to make sure we're working on tempos, etc. And I will walk you through all of this today. We're also going to use a BOSU. You don't have to have a BOSU, but if you have one, this is a great time to go grab it, and we'll get you started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get you to do some heel raises. Let me just adjust this. Okay, I'm on my laptop, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so we're just going to do some heel raises. Okay, so just listen to your body. If you're not listening to music, you might hear a little crickling, crackling. This is normal. In fact, it's usually good. So if you're feeling good, you can start increasing your tempo. So what is this doing? It's opening up the hips. Okay, it's very specific warm up to introduce and open up proper movements that you're going to need for today's workout. So if you're feeling ready to go, we're going to look as crazy and as silly as we possibly can this morning. Okay, join me. It's actually very fun. We're just in the privacy of our own homes. I can't imagine too many of us are in the middle of a gym right now. So just go for it. Move your body. Get some blood flowing. Okay, I'm really assuming that all the newcomers that are joining the 6-week Strong Bodies 101 will be taking a look at this. So welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for giving this 6-week program a try. You will feel so much more motivated, so much more on track. You're going to learn a ton through doing this 6 weeks. So let's just get down to it, do the workouts the best we can. Remember these 3 strength workouts that you have, you can hear them out of breath, are the ones that are going to make the differences in your body, right? The other 2 are great for improving mobility, conditioning your heart and lungs. We cover all of it to make sure after the 6 weeks, you know exactly what you need to do into midlife, okay? Lots of different things. I'm gonna pick up my pace for 5, already feeling warm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, feeling warm. I hadn't even had any wine last night. So now we're gonna go this and open, so slowly, okay? Now, I'm like moving my body, and then I'm opening up the sides of my belly, okay? So some of you might feel this all the way down into your lower hip, okay? This is why we do this. Open up. You might even feel this in your abs tomorrow. If you're feeling like you can pick up your pace, do so now. 5, 4, 3, 2 different movements here. 2 and 1. Good, we're going to lift up a leg, open it up to the side, and all the way back. You might need to grab something to achieve balance. Okay, I've been doing this every single day for months. So my body's awareness has certainly improved. I definitely did not do this well on day 1. So you might hear switch legs. You might hear a few things going on. I certainly do. One side is a little bit louder than the other. Totally normal. As long as you're not feeling pain, you might feel some discomfort in the front hip here. Make your hips work here. Okay? I've really changed my philosophies on this. One more. We do need to feel those front hips working. I used to take people out of the positions that caused discomfort. Now I'm like, put yourself through it. Okay, we need to strengthen those hips. Now we're going to do little figure eights. So up and around. Breathe. This is excellent for your proprioception, right? This is great for your balance work. All incorporated here in this warm-up. We'll do one more. Really get those hips up and open. Feels good, but also feels a bit naggy, like my hips are like, really? Saturday morning? Yeah, really. I purposely ate well, got a good night's sleep, drank lots of water, so I'm good to go. Some of you may not feel as ready. That's good. By the end of this, you will feel like a brand new person. Okay, it's amazing what a workout will do. One more, really open it up. Okay, shake it out. Now we're going to do a movement where you drop your hip, drop, and then bring it up, okay? So drop, great. So it's a very little movement. Drop, up, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? Different style warm up, ladies. Might be some men that even do this. Yes, men should warm up this way as well. Okay, 3, 2, we haven't quite even in the warm up yet. Okay, now I do want to get the cardio going. So proprioception work. Let's see if we can jump, stick it, okay? Hold, and now back. See if you can hold it. Pick up your pace if you can, but only if you can stick that balance. Okay, I'm not gonna be perfect, as you can see. I'm far from it. Get nice and low. Listen to your body. Nice to see people. Hopefully you're actually working out with me. Okay, I will figure out how we can join together on one screen, but technology is not my friend. I'm a strength coach. Ask me everything about working out, and I can answer pretty well, but when it comes to this stuff, it takes me a little bit longer. But I'll get there. For now, just join along on your own screen. Feeling warm? Hopefully you are too. Okay, take a deep breath. I really hate how this light is shining on the side of my face. See if that's better. think that's much better, actually. Okay, good. Okay, so we should be warm. If you're not, keep moving. Okay, we're going to do 2 exercises, superset. For those of you who are in strong bodies, it is A1 and A2. Go back and forth, 3 rounds. Take very little rest in between, so we're going to keep you on track and focused, so your muscles get the right fatigue in order to reach these thresholds. Hopefully that makes sense. Just too much rest allows too much recovery in those muscles, and for us women, it is so hard for us to build bodies, so we have to really make sure that rest intervals, tempos, form are exactly perfect. I hate the word perfect, but on these things, we can control how much we spend on our phones. We can control our efforts. We can control the tempo, right? So in this case, we actually can really strive to work on our proper form. Very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to start very, very light with the deadlifts. We're doing 3 sets of 15, 12, and 10. So what that means is because the rep range is going down, the weight should go up so the last few are a challenge. Now, if you're just starting out, my recommendation would be to start very, very light, ease off the weight. If you're feeling okay within the next 24 to 48 hours, then you can, for next time, pick up the weights. But start easy. Don't torment yourself on day 1. There's lots of time to really improve and push yourself. So I'm actually going to just grab 10 pounds for the deadlifts. Now that is super, super light. But again, I've got some back issues, so I want to listen to my body and be smart, make sure my body is saying, yeah, we're good to go. And by the time we do set 2, I'll probably be more confident to grab bigger weights. So for the deadlift, ladies, this is a pulling movement that works the whole entirety of your posterior chain, all the way up, all the way down. The thing is you need to think about what muscles you're using in order for them to work for you. So for this deadlift, I want you to think of driving your hips back, keeping the dumbbells or barbell as close to your knees as possible. Once your dumbbells or hands reach the knees, that is when then you can bend the knee. Okay? And then you're going to do the exact same movement coming up. Once your hands reach the knee, then you start straightening up and lifting up. So think about squeezing 2 oranges or apples, or not apples, limes, something that's a bit mushy, squeezing in your armpits, and that will engage your lats, which is ideally what we really want to get going here, is your back. I program deadlifts on back day. So think about squeezing something underneath your armpits to engage that part of your body, okay? So we're gonna do a nice, easy tempo. You will see in your program 2, 2, and 2. So if you haven't read the notes or you haven't watched the videos in the learning library, the numbers are your tempos. Okay, this is important, but you don't need to lose sleep over it. So just 2, 2, 2 means we're going down for a count of 2. We're gonna hold here for a count of 2, and then we're coming up for a count of 2. Once we get more advanced, I change the tempos to make things a little more difficult. So here we go, feet are shoulder width apart. Not like this. You wish your shoulders were this wide. Okay? If you're using a bar and your hands are wider, then all of a sudden your hands get in the way of your legs. This is as close as you should have them. A little bit closer than you probably want, because the wider your stance, the easier the movement becomes, the less range of motion. That's why sumos are that much easier. So put those feet close together. So if you were holding a bar, your hands are just outside, naturally, comfortably on that bar, right? Your hands are out here, then you're having to hold your hands way out here. This is not natural and way too hard on your lower back. So if you're holding a barbell, your arms should also be just shoulder width apart. You should not feel like you have to open them up at all. So engage your core. I'll do a few here. Okay, everything is neutral to its spine. So you're not looking up, you're not tucking your chin. Everything is straight. Here we go. And if you're using bumper plates, the bumper plates that I'll show this second round, okay, the barbell will stop you in a certain range of motion. Okay, so I'll explain all this. Just do a nice easy set for me, keeping those dumbbells or barbells super close to your legs. Don't forget about the oranges underneath your armpits. Okay. 5, Nice, easy set. 6. A lot of people find strength training boring. Well, get a good music playlist, go train with a friend, follow along in this app. These videos are usually pretty entertaining. Okay. But unfortunately, strength training is not that exciting. Okay. Especially these meat and potato exercises, the deadlifts, the squats, the pull-ups, the push-ups. Those ones need to be mastered perfectly, and they get monotonous. You're only going to perform them properly through practice. Okay, but these are your functional movements, right? You can think about all the things that you do day in and day out that require this movement. Why not keep the body strong? Okay, so I'm going to assume that's 15. Now we're going to do a fun, exciting movement. So I am going to incorporate some of these fancy movements to show some of my creativity. Okay, I know this will keep you engaged as well. So we're going to incorporate the lower legs and do a sumo bicep curl. So we're doing all pull movements today. So I'm going to grab a nice, easy weight. We are doing 3 rounds of this. So start easy. Open your body slowly for the day. So sumo. Okay. I want you to see my feet and see my knees. We're not dropping in. You have to have your knees and everything pointed out. Now I'm actually going to do a little more narrow squat. Okay. Elbows are into your legs, not on top. Right? We're not down here. We're not resting. I want you to engage your core. You're going to burn more calories because your cardio is going to be up higher. This will get you into zone 2 as well. 2. Back is straight. 3. 4. 5. No wrist. 6. We're doing 10 of these. 8. I can't count. This is 8. Okay, don't rush it. Do it with me. I know you're going to want to rush. You're going to feel this in the legs as well. Okay, but a little discomfort goes a long way in terms of changing your body. There we go. Okay, now we're going to give yourself 30 seconds. No more than that. Grab heavier weight if those deadlifts felt easy. If you have only a selected amount of weight or bands, then you might have to change tempo. You might have to go down even slower. You might have to power up a little bit more on the concentric. You can certainly make these movements more difficult with changing tempo, adding pauses. Pulses is what I was trying to say the first time. And then pauses as well, okay? Add pauses and pulses to make things harder. You don't have to have a ton of load to make things hard, okay? Let me show you what a bumper is. And then we have to get going. This is a bumper plate. So if you were using a barbell, right, you're coming down, that bumper would stop you at a pretty low range of motion. So keep that in mind, ladies, when you're doing the deadlifts, you don't need to be coming all the way down here. Look at my back, look at my shoulders. Okay, we're stopping at a place where those bumper plates would stop. Now, if you have a little bit lighter load, of course you can increase your range of motion a little bit, right? But you don't have to. Think about squeezing your armpits. Okay, so let's stand for a little bit. We'll see. We're doing less reps, so I will grab some weight here just to show you. 20 pounds in each hand. So again, this is equivalent to what the bar would be. You see, ladies, putting the bar, big plates. Hey, if you can do that and you're ready, you absolutely should be doing that. But for most of the people doing this workout, I'm assuming you're either getting back into it or you're just learning for the first time. So we have to make sure that we're training smart, okay? 12 reps, here we go. 1. Think about your upper back, squeeze. 3. No faster than me. 4. Watch your knees, make sure they're not dropping in. 5. 6, definitely feeling this in the lower back. Okay, squeeze. 7, I'm a terrible counter. Counting and talking at the same time is not easy. Let's call this 8. 9, definitely feel the increased load. 10, 11, abs are on, protect your lower back. And 12, make sure that you do that last rep properly, slowly, effectively. That last rep is the one where your muscles have gone through an entire set. So don't negate that last rep. Make sure it's the slowest, the most concentrated one, right? Get the most out of this effort. If you just sort of drop that last one, you could have gotten so much more out of it had you pushed it harder. You know, at the end, you're done. You get a rest, right? Okay, enough talking, Tish. Let's go into your subos. Please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to write them underneath this post or whatever this is, okay? I'm pretty new to, here we go, 10, to YouTube. I always have had to do my videos on YouTube, but just for training purposes. So I'm learning. 3, back is straight. I'll hold short do the 4 set. How straight my back is. 5, 6, 7, full range of motion, ladies. 8, 9, don't speed it up, please. Now watch how I'm gonna finish this last one. Shoulders and hips come up together. Okay, don't do this. Right, use your muscles properly through the entire workload. Okay, so that is set 2. We are now going to go for the gusto. First set is your warm-up. Second set, your muscles are starting to realize what sort of demand you're putting on it. Third set is where the magic starts happening, right? We're going to start hitting thresholds where the last couple of reps, especially as you get more into the workout and stronger, you really want to, without compromising form, push this hard. Eventually, we'll be doing loads that enable us to only do 5 to 8 reps. We're not there yet, obviously, but our goal is to get you there, obviously, with some consistency and proper progression when it comes to training. So I think because my back's been a little bit cranky, I'm going to stick with 20s. I don't want to be mad at myself tomorrow. So, but you make a decision. What is going to make rep 9 and 10 hard for you? Okay, don't let me slow you down. Okay, now back straight. Feet are close together, right? Rotate those shoulders back, engage your back. Here we go for 10. Maybe I'll stick with 12 reps to not waste this third round, right? I can only manage a certain load, but I know I can probably do a higher rep range than 10 with this load. I'm just being smart, and so you need to be as well, okay? We want to just go for it on day 1, right? But that is not how we do things. And that is why you have to safely join a program that understands progression. And if you're feeling fine after week 1, then you know you can change the loads, the tempos, etc. But it has to be done in a safe manner, in a proper manner. And I assume that by week 2, you've done all the strength workouts. Hopefully you've done your mobility, HIIT workout as well. Next week, we push you a little bit harder, or when you are in week 2. This is a program that you start whenever you wish. Tomorrow, today, next week, okay? It is there waiting for you. This is, I believe, day 6 in week 1, the pull workout. Okay, so one more round, no rest, even though you want to. So those biceps, believe it or not, are working. I'm going to do it to the side here so you can see how straight my back is. Okay, not here. We want to do this because this is much easier. Engage. Okay. Biceps are secondary movers to those deads. So why? The reason why I put these right after is because they're already pre-fatigued. This is just making sure they've reached the thresholds that require change. Okay, it requires proper form, proper loads, proper tempos, proper training, proper programming. 3, 2, notice my upper body does not move. Okay, my abs are on fire. Okay, everything is working in that movement. Okay, ladies, we are done the first superset. We have superset 2 and superset 3. As you can see, if you're diligent on your times, you're not wasting too much time in between exercises. You really should be able to get these strength workouts in very little space, very little equipment, and in a short amount of time. I think I've covered all of the excuses that I hear. Okay, so lat pull down the band. Of course, if you have a squat rack and you want to do pull-ups, go for it. If you're not ready though, we're going to show you an option. So I'm going to grab a handle band that's going to simulate a very similar movement, and we're going to stay standing because we're burning more calories standing versus sitting, okay? But also, this is more functional. Training our body to move while standing is much smarter than doing it seated, right? We sit way too much anyways. So let me grab the handle. We're going to superset that with a abduction movement with shoulders. So the shoulders are much smaller muscles, so I'm grabbing a thinner band. Okay, so I have like the old school bands. Many of you will have the fun carabiner ones where you're changing the handles. Those are pretty cool. These ones are the ones that I've just been using my whole career, and I really love them. They're $10 each, okay? So we're going to stand in a nice athletic position, suck in our belly, tuck in our pelvises, so everything is strong, not like this, okay? We want to support our bodies. And then we're just simulating a lat pull. So the band, we're doing 10. So if you do 3, and this is going to feel too easy after 3, go grab a thicker band or do a few more reps. We're warm now. Okay, this is not that advanced of a movement. So if you've grabbed a band that you need to do more to feel some type of discomfort, do it. Okay, don't waste your time. I'm definitely going to go up in my second round. We're only doing 2 rounds of this. Keep that in mind. Okay, so if you need to go grab a thicker band to finish, do it. That's about 6. I'm starting to feel the Y part of my back, right? This is a problem area for women. We tend to, this area right in here, this is an amazing exercise for those muscles. The more muscles we have in an area, obviously the less fat we're going to have. Plus, it looks so much better when you have muscle on your back, right? Plus, it's so important for proper function and posture. How many of you struggle with posture issues? It's because your muscles are not strong. This is a perfect way to, without even being conscious of the way you're holding your body, improve your posture, feeling it. Okay, it's definitely more than 10, but I don't want to waste my time here. I'm here for a workout, so I'm going to do 3 more. 2, and 1. Notice the handles, pretty still, right? So the tempos are super slow. Down for 2, pause, come up for 2. And then we're going to superset that with one of my fancy exercises so you stay engaged. Okay, so I've been doing this too long, clearly. So you're going to let one handle just fall to the side. Now you want to feel work being done isometrically, no movement. Okay, so we're just going to hold that here. So already you're going to feel some heat on your glutes, okay? And then we're going to work the middle part of your shoulder as well. Also creating some instability through balance. So everything is working here. You're welcome. Don't mention it. Thumbs up. You can also use dumbbells, but the the legs are gonna get way more with a band. Abs are on for a tiny muscle. This will feel hard. 5, control. I feel tension through the whole movement. If you don't, adjust your band. I feel tension all the way through the bottom. This is why bands are so much better than dumbbells. Because I feel work here, and I feel work here. With dumbbells, you do not feel the same intensity. Plus, just way safer on your joints. Feels more comfortable. There's 10. Feeling heart rate creeping up. Feeling muscles fatigue. Great way to start your weekend. Okay, here we go. Try to make sure there's the same tension on this side. You are going to have a stronger side than you are than a weaker, you're going to have a stronger side over the weaker one. So make sure that you're making that weak side work the same amount. This is not the same tension, so I'm going to step in and create a little bit more work. 4, this leg is slightly bent. 3, 2, you will notice the heart rate because there is probably not one muscle here that isn't working. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to grab a sip of water, and we're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to move you into the last superset. So as you can see, quick, efficient, very little space. I've used a couple sets of dumbbells. No excuses, ladies. If you want to live a better, longer life, this stuff has to be done, no exceptions. Here we go, bigger band. This is probably equivalent to about 60 pounds. Okay, and I, again, want you to feel tension at the top as well. So make sure that you're, oh, wow, yeah. So this is definitely, in order for me to feel work at the top here, the down, this concentric, is a lot more of a push. But remember, the band has to stay super close to your body, right? Not out here. I want you to hit your lats. Now this is work. Shaking of muscles is good. This is the body going, what the actual F, Tish? Okay? Okay, bands, powerful. You just have to use them properly. 3, this last 2 is going to make a difference. I'll feel this tomorrow. 2, because we're only doing 2 rounds of this, you really have to make sure that this second set is no joke, right? The first set, yeah, we can get away with, you know, being maybe a little bit slow or a little quicker. Our form might not quite be there yet, but by second set, we really should be dialed in. Okay, maybe not on week 1. Okay, I don't want to put too much pressure on you. But this is why I do these lives. Okay? I want you to get the most out of these workouts. And once you watch me and see me, you'll be able to see how doable it is. I know a lot of ladies go to their local gyms and do the circuit, the strength circuit. That's awesome for about a month. And even if you increase loads, you are not progressing properly. Your body will get sleepy. Okay? Use that as a reintroduction similar to what this is. But after you have stimulated a response from your body, you have to continue to do so. One more, I'm tired. I just feel overall fatigue. My calves are yelling at me. Good. I feel a good pump coming up in the upper body. So I say these things to cue you as well. How are you feeling? Do you feel a pump? Are you feeling some fatigue? How's your heart rate? Right? If you're wearing a heart rate monitor, check it out. Usually strength training gets you into zone 2. The problem is if you pay attention too much to the phone, or you have people talking to you, or dogs interfering in your workouts, you slowly creep out of zone 2, so it's not as consistent or as productive or as, what's the word I'm looking for? This is when one of my clients would pop in and say something for me. It's not as effective, right? So I'm definitely in zone 2 now. My heart rate is high enough that I'm feeling discomfort to talk. The problem is, this is the last one. See how I finish it? Now that I stop, my heart rate will drop quickly, especially because my cardio fitness is pretty good. So in order for me to stay in zone 2, I would have to do this, which honestly, today is my focus of strength. I don't really care about zone 2. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, so that's superset 2. We've got one more superset, 2 rounds. So we've got another 5-10 minutes worth of work to do, and then we are done. Thank you so much for joining in. I love to see people joining. Okay, I think there's a comment, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't read it anyways. Okay, so this one is actually a body weight exercise. I'm going to grab my mat, and it is incredible for your upper middle back. Okay, it's such a simple movement, but it is very difficult for us to hit some of these muscles in our back. So this exercise actually is one of the best in getting you there. Okay, so I'm going to just show you what this looks like. So you're on, so I call this the hand inside. Okay, so 2 reps of this. So hands are here or here, whatever you're feeling comfortable with. Try to allow your lower body to relax. Don't squeeze your bum, okay? You won't hear me say that very often. But I really want you to think upper middle back here, okay? Think about squeezing those muscles. Effort is so important here, ladies, okay? So we're going to come up and reach through. Now, as you can see, I don't have a huge reach. I'm tight, okay? So don't watch me and think that that is the best range of motion. Some of you will be able to reach way further through, but I cannot. I doubt I ever will, but you never know, right? You never say never. So we're gonna do 5 of these per side. 5, don't forget to release your lower back and your glutes. Think upper back. 2, 3, 4, 5, don't rush it. 6, I know I sound like a broken record, but I guarantee you 7. Many of you will be on 9 and I'll be only on 4 because you want to get it done. Please try to avoid that mindset. The slower you do things, that's 10, the more you'll get out of this, okay? So embrace some of the discomfort that you're putting yourself through. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my BOSU. If you have a BOSU, now's a good time to grab it. Okay, I'm incorporating a ton of core in this one. So we're going to do not just one foot, but we're also on a BOSU. Now, if you don't want to be on the BOSU, and you would much rather just prefer to be challenging your upper body here with one-legged balances, do it. You can always modify progress to this. Like if you're standing here and you can't do one bicep curl, get rid of the BOSU, right? What's the point of that? So I don't feel tension here. So I need to grab the band down here because I want to be able to feel more work at the bottom. Otherwise, dumbbells would probably just be the right solution here. But I really want to feel the band work. Okay, so adjust. And we're going to do 5 per side. So a total of 10 curls. 5, 4, do it slowly. If you do it too quick, you will not balance. 3, 2, and down slow. Heart rate work, right? Tiny little muscles are in there going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, she's gonna fall, she's gonna fall, she's gonna fall, right? Wow, it's amazing. Challenge it. Make it work in a different way. We have to be more aware of these types of movements, especially as we get older. Balance, proprioception, body awareness, the body moving between upper and lower movements. Wow, that was pretty good. Even while I'm talking, is so important. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, I'll do the last round, the different angle. This is it, ladies. Okay, here we go. Let's finish strong. 10, 9, 8, take the upper back, squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, doesn't it feel good when you know you're almost done? Okay, here it is. Grab your Bosu if you so desire. Remember, you don't have to use Bosu, you can use dumbbells. This is your workout. My job is to guide you through, give you recommendations, give you modifications, but at the end of the day, you have to decide what is right for you. Here we go. 5, abs on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I just want you to make a note that I didn't put my foot down once on that round. This shows you how quickly your body adapts, right? It's like, oh, that's what she's wanting to do. Got it. 2, 3. Some of you will struggle. Some of you will go, fuck, she's so good at this. Oh, fuck. I better be good at this after 31 years. Right? There we go. We did it, ladies. Make sure that you take some time to cool down properly with some proper breath work. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, there is a comment portion underneath this workout. I will be back next Saturday. Haven't decided quite yet what it will be like, but my job on this channel is to show you how easy it is to make impacts on your body. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, share it to all of your friends, and together we will live our best life through support and community.